why hasn't Gase been let go? I mean, what point is it to keep somebody around 0-13, 1-13 now? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's so obvious that this is over. And in the meantime, if you are trying to get Sam Darnold the proper weaponry around him or the best possibility to win around him, how do you trade Jamal Adams at the outset of a season and not when there's a draft to actually pick more players prior to this season, which leads to an 0-13? How is Le'Veon Bell just allowed to walk out and stroll to a Super Bowl team? I mean, you know, I want to believe, because again, Daniel Jeremiah is somebody who I love as well and knows Joe and says the same things to me about this general manager. But I am.
Well, do you think Le'Veon Bell or Jamal Adams are the difference in you guys making the playoffs this year?
No, they are not. But what I'm saying is that if Jamal Adams is going to go, has to go, why are we doing it right at the before season? Like, what does that do for Sam Darnold now?
I think you'd also need to ask, the player side of that. I mean, if a guy doesn't want to be there, he doesn't want to be there. And I love Jamal Adams' game. I mean, this guy, he's making defensive linemen jealous. He's about to have double digits.
Right.
As a DB. I mean, it's incredible. The guy is awesome. But if the guy doesn't want to be somewhere, it's like we turn around and we get mad at the GM. The oldest adage in sports is like, if you don't want to be here, leave. That's such a cliche, right? But then when a coach or a GM does it, and it wasn't like it was some huge contentious thing between, I don't think, Joe and Jamal, but I mean, if a guy doesn't really want to be there, good luck. And he's helping Seattle win. And I think that the window for the Jets winning is a little ways off. So, I mean, I really do believe that Joe's the right guy to make these decisions. And if they're there at 2, I don't hate them sticking with Sam. And that would be a move that would tell me the GM's not panicking, and trying to just do the popular thing. You're taking a chance. And I think a lot of that's going to come down to who do you bring in as a head coach, too. Now, we're doing the thing where we're firing Adam Gase, and I don't like doing that.
Of course not.
I mean, that's probably happening, right?
Oh, please. I mean, Chris, honestly, let's please. I mean, it's stunning that it hasn't happened yet, and that's what leads people to think.
Don't you guys want to lose games? You walked right into that one. You telling me you want to lose games and you can't stand Adam Gase. This is
no. I don't thirst.
Why fire him with a month left and then
because
look how the interim coaches have done this year.
Because if there is credence to the fact that Trevor Lawrence would want to force his way somewhere else because the Jets clearly don't know what they're doing. It all has to be all buttoned up. They got to button this thing up. And I know you love Greg.
Time?
Oh, my gosh.
You got time. You guys, understandably, are a panicky bunch. Like, you're not going anywhere in a hurry. Why are you in such a hurry to get there?
Chris, I know I look youthful on television and I acted on, but I'm literally, when it comes to the Jets, a 150-year-old man. I really, they have aged me at 3x because the trapdoor always opens up. And this last week 15 is exact proof of it. I mean, and you even didn't want to go there, as you said, but went there with every possible wild-ass scenario, from punters stopping touchdowns and holding penalties that are ridiculous and all that sort of thing that actually led to these events from happening. So,
I mean, it's wild. I love thinking about those butterfly effect issues. Shout out to Ashton Kutcher in that film that I've never seen. But and the Bears, too. Shout out to the Bears who might fall. Ashton Kutcher's a big Bears fan, and they might fall.
By the way, I don't know.
It's all making sense.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.